Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Internet Linux Users Group meeting. This is meeting number 8. All right, everybody, how's it going? Today, I'm here with Tyler, another admin in the group. Say hello over to everyone, Tyler.
Hello, world.
Spoken like a true programmer.
Hello, users of the internet.
Welcome to the Internet. It is a system that you can use to communicate with other people using zeros and ones for data transmission.
These zeros and ones are encoded with using specialty software and hardware. Etc., 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 more bullshittery. I mean, bullcruttery. Sorry.
Sorry about that, folks. Tyler dropped some words. Anyways, all right, guys.
Sorry, half asleep here.
Anyways, folks, this is meeting number 8. Today, let's get right into it, and let's talk about our first story. Shot well. Now, that's face recognition. What do you think about that?
Not actually that excited. Not actually that much excitement, but still pretty nice.
I don't even use Shotwell very often, but hey, it has face recognition now, so.
Yay! For those of you people that care about it, which is probably anybody but us.
Probably.
Too.
Me and you probably are not the target audience for that feature. But anyways, so this is all our articles today are from OMG Ubuntu, because why not? But some of the features that are included in the new release include extending properties into the sidebar. They moved the extended ones into the sidebar, the extended properties. They fixed some settings dialog problems with the slideshow. Never actually experienced that. They introduced support for Flatpak packaging, fixed OAuth 2 token fetching from the Google login crap, and yeah, remerges branches to master. You know, that's mostly high level stuff. Anyways, yeah, that's Shotwell for you. So yeah, I guess we're not really the target audience, so we don't really have much to say on this, do we?
Nah, not really.
And that can move on to something we definitely have some reason to talk about, and that, at least for me, and that is that GNOME wants to move the app menus of apps back inside of the windows instead of on the top bar in GNOME 3. And I'm happy about that because I thought that was pretty stupid when they did it a long time ago.
Huh.
Like,
Why don't they still keep the fact that you can windowless full screen?
Yeah, I think they are keeping that. But anyways, yeah, the GNOME
I love that.
The GNOME people are always changing stuff. That's actually one thing that drives me nuts about them is they always are changing everything.
You call everybody the people.
Well, there's developers. Those are people.
The GNOME people, the Ubuntu people. What are you going to calling us? The Linux people?
No, we're talking about Linux in a YouTube video for people to watch people.
People to watch people.
Pretty much. That's
English.
English, folks. It's a great language. If I actually learned it and understood it, we'd probably actually make more sense to you. Anyways, the GNOME developers, some of the problems that has been reported are concerns with this changes. The menu will be disconnected from this is from the old. So these are problems that the developers talked about the current model, though, separated from the windows. The menu is disconnected from the application window. The pattern doesn't make sense with multiple monitors. It's only accessible for the app that has focus, which is true. That was something I always didn't like. Some new users don't notice it, and and assume there was no preferences. Yeah, so that can be some issues. So I'm guessing you're probably, I know you don't use the GNOME 3 desktop very much, but I'm guessing this is something that you would probably welcome.
Yeah, I mostly use XFCE because of the nice look that it has. Oh, shoot. Yeah, XFCE.
Yeah, XFCE is a lot nicer.
Yeah, I really like the look of it. Simplistic, easy to use, easy to customize.
GNOME 3 looks like crap in its default configuration, the default theme. I do not like it. They don't put the buttons for like all the 3 buttons on the side of the windows. So I use GNOME 3, but it's customized to the point that you wouldn't recognize it as GNOME 3 as much. It's, it's very different. I changed the theme to have a much more modern looking theme on it. In fact, most people, when I show that theme to them, they don't even think it's GNOME anymore. That's how different it is. They're like, wait, that's GNOME 3 desktop?
Don't
We're having some issues with Tyler's audio here. Tyler, are you still with us?
Gosh darn it, I hit my mute button on my headset again.
Oh,
I
okay.
dislike that button.
Anyways, continue on, Tyler. What were you trying to say?
Oh no, I forgot. Was that the one that you customized to look like Mac?
Well, so I customized my GNOME 3 install to look pretty similar to macOS. I've got a dock at the bottom using the Dash to Dock plugin. I've got the theme change. It doesn't look like macOS as far as theme goes, but I did like having a dock. So in that sense, it's kind of macOS like. I do like the theme that I use on it. It's actually funny because speaking of developers and stuff, Google actually forked the theme I use. It's making their own version of it now. So wonder what that's for. We still don't know. My guess
They
is
actually forked the one that you made.
no, not the one I made, the one I use. I didn't make it. I use it. Someone else made it.
Oh, I thought Google forked something you made.
I was gonna say that'd be nice.
If they did, man, we'd be rich.
No, you don't get paid when they fork stuff. You do realize that, right?
Well, they still forked it. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
Yeah, well, it gets your name out there. That's for sure.
Shit, that's for heck of sure. I mean, they probably do give you like something for like giving them the inspiration.
No, they don't. You do understand that in the open source world, forking is a thing that doesn't. You don't get anything for forking.
I know, but they should at least be nice and say, "Hey, we're taking what you did with this open source already." I mean, yeah, I know that's not technically the purpose of it, but if it becomes big, they should at least say, "Here."
Well, with Google and most companies that use open source stuff, they do at least give you credits in the application credits screen. Usually, like open source software provided by, and then usually your name or company or something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's whatever they use it for is probably what they're going to do with it. But I don't know. My guess is they'll use it in the Chromebooks because that's Linux based already, and so I mean, where else are you going to use a GTK theme? You're not going to use it on Windows. So. All right.
Yeah,
anyways,
you wanted to.
Well,
some weird ass reason. Oh shoot!
Yeah, this is the non-family friendly version. God's sakes, Tyler! Goodness, you need to get a filter.
I said shoot there.
Okay, whatever. Anyway,
my monitor almost fell over.
That's nice. Catch it. Anyways,
it's been caught.
All right. Anyways, Ubuntu, folks. You may have heard of it, 1804. Well, again, from OMG Ubuntu, they're talking about some of the statistics that Canonical has released to us. See, I didn't call them the Ubuntu people this time.
Oh, good. You called them the Canonical people.
No, oh yeah, I did. Dadgummit. It's pretty hard not to use the word.
No, you didn't. Actually, I don't think you did. I think you actually called them Canonical.
Anyways.
They said it to be annoying.
It's hard not to call them the Canonical people or the Ubuntu people or something because they are people, right? It's like I don't even know why I wouldn't call them that. Anyway,
we're the Internet Linux users group people.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, 67% of users have opted in to share system data with Canonical. 15% of users choose the new minimal install option, which basically just installs a web browser and the desktop environment, pretty much nothing installed. It's like a very slim system. So if you're like me and you know exactly what you want, that's a great feature because you don't have to uninstall 1,000 things you don't want. And install the things you do. You just install the things you do. And it gives you pretty much nothing but a web browser and the desktop and a few other things. 28% of users enabled automatic login. Make of that what you will. 53% of users installed the restricted media codecs. So there. That's interesting.
Yeah. Wait, restrictive media codecs?
Yeah. It's the ones that they have permission to use the copyright, but it's not open source.
Oh.
That's what Ubuntu calls restricted stuff. Anyways, let's talk about some news, some more news. So, first of all, in other Linux news, the default GNOME 3 desktop icon theme is finally getting revamped, maybe? So they've if you look on the GitLab for the GNOME 3 stuff, you'll see that they've been doing some changes to the icon pack, and they've changed them from this dark brown beige looking piece of crap icons to these nice looking blue ones. They look kind of like macOS, kind of like KDE, but they're kind of their own thing. It's interesting. And then also in other news, the Mint Box Mini 2 PC comes out with Linux Mint 19 pre-installed on it. That's news just recently that happened.
Yay.
So if you're a big fan of Linux Mint, it's funny. I was asked the other day by a friend, what do I think of Linux Mint? And I said it's pretty good for new users and stuff. They don't make you do very much through a terminal. Pretty much everything you want to be able to do, you can do through a GUI that's pre-installed. So I think they really help out the new users in that sense. It's very new user friendly. I was concerned from a security standpoint about them a few years back, because their website had gotten hacked. But the fact is that happens to everybody. So at least they were responsible and reported it as soon as possible and minimized the damage. But in other news in the group, we still need guest speakers. If you're tired of hearing us talk, this would be the time to fix that. So if you'd like to speak during a meeting, then please visit our website and submit a talk. In fact, we're going to have another slide on that in just a second. And just a second later, here we are. Things to know when requesting to speak. You must be 18 or older. You must agree to be on our YouTube channel because we broadcast these and you will be preserved forever in the recording of the stream for everyone to watch, as well as the live version when it's live. So you need to be comfortable with that. You must be able to use Google Hangouts and oops, I got to fix that slide. And have something. Don't remember what it was. I think I was going to say and have, and then I'd put the contact method stuff. That's what I was going to do up there. But put it on a different slide, a bullet. I mean, you must have a contact method such as Skype, Discord, email, etc. We prefer Skype or Discord or something like that. You do have to have Hangouts as well. We use
and have a mic.
Yeah, you need to have a mic. You need to have a webcam.
I think that's what you meant to put down.
No, that's not it. It was the contact method thing. Anyways, but continuing on, about the contact method stuff, folks, just keep this in mind. We need that so we can contact you before the meeting and make sure everything's working. We'll probably end up switching you to Google Hangouts because we need to test that it's working for you. But one of our admins will do that, and that's if we decide to approve your talk. That's what the contact method's for. It also can be used by us if needed to reach out to you and say, hey, interesting idea for a talk, but we kind of want some more information. We need to schedule this, etc. Figure out some more details.
If for some reason you need to contact us saying that you're going to need to reschedule or something.
Yeah, exactly. So that right there would be good to have. Again, preferred would be either Skype, Discord, but we'll take a phone number or an email as well. But that's
absolutely necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, but we really would prefer Skype or Discord if possible. Yeah. Anyways, you do need to have a mic, and in most cases, you're going to need a webcam. So the webcam is not a requirement necessarily, depending on what you're doing. If you're doing like a slideshow or something, you could probably get away without a webcam, but still would be nice to have. We want you to make sure you have a good mic and a good camera, though, if you can. Another thing that Tyler needs to keep remembering is you're supposed to talk clean in these meetings. And again, like I said, webcam is not required in some cases. If you want to go ahead and submit a request, you can go to http://vincentmagger.com/the-internet-linux-users-group. That link will also be in the description. Please note, again, you must be 18 or older, and you must agree to be on the YouTube channel, must have a Google Hangouts, must have one of the contact methods listed above, so we may contact you, or if you need to contact us. You need to have a good mic for sure, and a webcam would be good to have as well. And we ask to make sure you keep your talk clean. Thank you guys very much. Please submit a talk. And if we think it went well, or if we think that your talk would go well, then we will go ahead and reach out to one of our admins and let you know that we'd like to
either me or Vincent.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys
we hope you guys have a great day, and
thanks for joining us, and we will speak with you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.